This is a guy who understands tough talk is what's needed right now. You need the credible threat of military force, which we never had under Barack Obama and have barely had ever in North Korea. So we've diplomated, we've sanctioned, we've UN regulationed our way to a nuclear bomb where now we are under threat on our own shore. Play this forward 20 years. In 20 years, we could face perpetual blackmail from the Korean Peninsula. Not a couple missiles, not a dozen, hundreds of missiles, miniaturized nuclear weapons pointed at our cities, undermining our ability to operate in that region or around the globe. And the same could happen in Iran. This is a put up or shut up moment. This is a serious president with serious people around him. His instincts are right. Soft talk has not worked. Strength is the only one that's going to work. We've done nothing but bad deals in that area. It's time to force the North Korean regime and China, who he's also speaking to, by the way, most importantly, to come to the table and stop it now.
So he's doubled down on the tough talk, but then there's concern about this mixed messaging that may or may not be coming out of the White House, with Defense Secretary Mattis, as you just heard, saying we want to use diplomacy, saying a potential nuclear confrontation with North Korea would be catastrophic. Are the messages mixed coming out of this White House?
I don't think the messages are mixed, meaning they're not contradicting one another. I think that Secretary Mattis naturally has a much more measured way of speaking than President Trump. That's just, they have very different rhetorical styles, but I think they're synced up on policy underneath that. And I think that, by the way, I was saying this to Pete yesterday on the Business Channel, that President Trump's approach so far, in my opinion, is not hugely divergent from President Obama. What we've got is, since basically the policy has not changed that much.
Except the credible use of military force.
Well, but Pete, to correct you though, on earlier, President Obama increased the American troop presence in South Korea.
Never a credible threat of military force.
But he increased the number of American troops in South Korea. So how can you say that there was no
first strike capability? Credible
military force?
We weren't going to do a land invasion into North Korea. It's the credible use of a first strike capability. But that's not what we're talking about.
We're talking about having the threat be visible to the North Koreans, having the threat be immediate, having the threat be in close proximity. How else do you convey that aside from having military there?